Ever notice how you can make a promise to yourself, like a rock-solid commitment that feels completely real in the moment, and then when it's actually time to do it, that promise just turns into smoke? And you're left thinking, why can't I just do what I said I'd do? Most people think this is a discipline problem. It's not. What if you've been looking at it completely wrong? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what's really going on underneath that question and why it's not a character flaw. Okay, picture this. It's Sunday night. You're clear, calm, optimistic. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'm getting up early, I'm going to the gym. No more snoozing, no more excuses. It feels solid. You can see it. You almost feel proud of the future you already. Then morning hits. It's cold, it's dark, and your alarm goes off. Your body feels like concrete. Your eyes are glued shut, and in your head, this quiet negotiation starts. Just 10 more minutes. I can go after work instead. I'll start properly tomorrow. You silence the alarm, roll back into the warmth, and that familiar mix of relief and disappointment shows up. The promise doesn't shatter, it just dissolves. And by the time you're properly awake, it's already filed under, I'll try that again next week. Now here's what's going on in that moment. It feels like a character flaw, but it's really a clash between different versions of you. On one side, you've got the promise maker, the version of you on Sunday night, zoomed out, thinking about the bigger picture, the kind of person you want to be. From that vantage point, the plan feels easy, and the maker genuinely means it. Then there's the promise keeper, you when the alarm goes off, in the cold room, in the heavy body with the day ahead. It's not thinking about who you want to be this year, it's thinking, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I just don't want to do this right now. And here's the key. The promise maker and the promise keeper are never in the same room when the decision is made. The promise maker makes the plan, the promise keeper has to pay for it. When you don't see that gap, you're on what I call the default path, where it all blurs into a single me. So every time it happens, it lands as a, I failed again, what's wrong with me? And it lands as a personal verdict, I'm the problem. But the real problem isn't that you don't care or that you're broken. It's that the version of you that makes the promise and the version that has to live with it are never in the same moment together, and you don't realize that's what's happening. Once you see that, the solution becomes obvious. A promise only has a real chance when the version of you that makes it and the version of you that has to keep it are brought into the same conversation. That's the shift into what I call the authored path, where you stop letting one version make promises for another in the dark. And here's what makes that possible. The moment you can say, part of me wants this and part of me wants that, something else is already in the room. That's the you in the middle, the part of you that can hold both sides at once. And when that part is in the room, something changes. It can hear the promise maker's goals, and it can hear the promise keeper's reality. It's not here to hype you up. It's here to negotiate an honest agreement between the two. In IDOJO, we call that part your self-author, because it's the part that can actually author the agreement. And when a promise is made from there, it's different. It's smaller usually, more honest, but it's real. A promise the whole of you can actually stand behind, not just the optimistic part of you that makes plans at night. That's the heart of the authored path. You stop relying on motivation and you start relying on internal agreement. And when that happens, follow through stops being a battle and starts being a natural outcome of the shared decision itself. All right, so here's your experiment for the week. 3 steps. Step 1, pause the promise. Anytime you hear yourself say, tomorrow I'm going to, or from now on I'll, add a tiny pause before you treat it as a commitment. Just notice, okay, promise maker is talking. Step 2, make one keepable promise. Bring your self-author into the room with one question. What promise would I make if I knew I had to keep it? And as you ask it, picture the real moment you'll have to act. The cold room, the tired body, the actual day. Let the promise keeper be in the room. Then shrink the promise to the smallest version both sides can genuinely agree to. Meaningful for the promise maker and achievable with a real stretch for the promise keeper. The point isn't to go small, it's to go true, a promise your whole self can stand behind. And step 3, meet the moment. When the time comes, take 5 seconds, one breath. Remember the agreement you made, then take the next step. Not to be perfect, just to honor what you agreed to. Even catching this once in a week is a win. The moment you bring the self-author forward, you're already on the authored path. Now, if you don't make this shift, the pattern repeats. A hopeful version of you keeps planning, a tired version of you keeps defaulting, and each broken promise is another hit to your self-trust. It doesn't collapse all at once. It's a quiet fade. Over time, you stop expecting yourself to follow through. So you stop asking yourself to. You lower the bar, you aim smaller. You start organizing your life around what you think you'll probably manage, not what actually matters to you. And when the you in the middle starts steering your commitments, the story changes. The promises get smaller and they start landing. You keep one, then another, and the confidence rebuilds from evidence, not hype. You start trusting yourself again because you've got proof. You do what you say you'll do. You don't break promises because you're weak or lazy. You break them because the part of you making the promise isn't the same part that has to keep it. Self-authorship is letting that wise you in the middle make honest deals your whole self can actually keep. And that leaves you with one final question to sit with. If your word to yourself became something you could genuinely count on, who could you become and what kind of life could you build?